Have you ever laid in the grass in the sun and had a picnic with friends in Camperdown Memorial Rest Park in Newtown? Well, if you had, you probably laid on a body. One of the Inner West's most famous lush green parks is home to 18,000 graves that are still underneath the surface today. Not only was it the filming location for the incredible movie The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, it was also Sydney's main Anglican cemetery from 1848 to 1868. When the cemetery closed in 1868, it wasn't because it was full. It was because it was managed by the Church of England, and the New South Wales Parliament basically couldn't make any money off it, so they decided to build another cemetery out at Rookwood. Camperdown Cemetery also had a pretty bad reputation. A lot of paupers were buried here. That's what they referred to poor people as, essentially. And they were buried in deep graves where 4 or 5 coffins were stacked up. The holes were left uncovered for days while the last coffin was stacked up on top. So in the summer, the smell of rotting corpses would blow over the houses of Australia Street and down towards Annandale. Delicious. Some of the grave diggers weren't that crash hot at maths, and so sometimes the coffins would stick up a bit, and it was reported that some were only covered by 10 centimetres of soil. Sydney's early residents were good at lots of things, but cemeteries was not one of them. Tragically, in 1946, the body of an 11-year-old girl called Joan Norma Ginn was found deceased in the cemetery, and there were lots and lots of calls to have the cemetery completely removed. In 1948, the cemetery was completely remodelled into the parkland that we see today, and was turned into Camperdown Memorial Rest Park. A section of the cemetery was kept, and a sandstone wall was built around it. All of the headstones outside that boundary were moved, and some line the insides of the wall today, including one of my ancestors. Although the headstones were moved, the bodies were kept intact and remain 6 feet below the dog walkers and Uber Eats riders of today. So next time you're having that picnic and your wheel of brie cheese gets abducted by someone's Labrador, think of the 18,000 souls who are laughing at your expense right below you.